Welcome to episode 30 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Alyson.
I'm Edward.
And we have a special guest for episode 30, the big 3-0.
Pilar, say hi.
Hi. 3-0. I'm 3-0.
Oh my gosh, this is true. You're 30 years old.
30 for 30. Our own version.
That's
Except
exciting.
It's not about sports. It's about
What the fuck is 30 for 30?
ESPN 30 for 30. Of course you don't know about this.
I have no idea.
They tell like really heartfelt stories about like athletes and stuff. It's like 30-minute episodes. I cry every time. They're so sad.
Oh, wow.
So
I've never
sad.
seen that.
Oh,
This is new
gosh.
to me.
Oh,
To us.
yeah. Yes. Well, this is our own version of 30 for 30
You're gonna
with
cry.
Pilar. You might cry. We might cry.
We know what we forgot to do with last time with Kitty, but she had already done it before. We forgot to ask
The question
we ask everybody. And the question we ask everybody is, Pilar, we'll get into who you are after this, but if we were to go to lunch right now, where would you take us? Like the three of us, we're going out to lunch. Where would you take us?
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. No
in
stipulations.
the world.
Anywhere.
Am I allowed to like hype up my parents' restaurant right now? Can I do like
Yeah.
some marketing
Yes.
on brand?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you have to go to the Running Rooster in Hollister, California.
So we're going to the Running Rooster in Hollister, California. But what are we getting? What are you ordering for
my
yourself, and what are you
God.
ordering for us? Because we've never been.
That's a really hard question. I always get the fish tacos because they're really good.
Oh.
Love fish
Really,
tacos.
really good fish tacos.
You love fish tacos?
I love fish tacos.
It surprises me.
She ordered fish yesterday.
This is true. You did order fish yesterday.
Like a grouper taco.
They're actually really, really good. We also have like ahi tuna tacos.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're really good.
So you're gonna get fish tacos.
I'm gonna get fish tacos.
What are you gonna get for Alyson?
Fish tacos.
We're all getting
Seems
fish
like a good idea.
tacos.
What am I getting?
That's a good question. We have really good pizzas. We have like this mushroom
Ooh.
cheese.
Ooh.
Like it's really good. It's got like a bunch of different types of mushrooms on it.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
Love a
That's
mushroom.
you.
That's very me.
Really good.
You are
Really
a
good.
mushroom pizza.
And
My favorite pizza is
our
mushroom
bartender
ham.
makes really good mocktails.
Love.
Yes,
Perfect.
we love
Speaking
the
of mocktails, I have here, because we're sitting in my room next to my bookshelf, 2 books that you got me. This whole thing is going to fall over.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Everything's very
I've never
precarious
actually seen
on my
them.
bookshelf. Yes, you got me 2 mocktail books.
I did.
Mocktails, The Complete Bartender's Guide, and Dry.
Bart, more mocktails.
More mocktails.
These are lovely. Why didn't I see these sooner?
Because they're on my bookshelf, and there's a lot of shit on my bookshelf.
I'm leaving in 1 hour. I'm leaving the continent in 1 hour.
You're not
I've
leaving
been
the
here.
continent, you're leaving the peninsula.
I'm leaving.
And also,
You're going to Paris.
Well, I'm going to Paris for 1 night.
oh, I didn't know that.
But
I
it's
have
because
a
of flight.
forced overnight layover. My flight got
Eventually, you're
changed.
leaving the continent.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Continent will be left.
The continent will be left
Yeah.
shortly, within 24 hours.
Yeah. So what you're hearing is the creaking of a book that I've, no offense, never opened.
Excuse me.
Or if I have, like it was once and then it's just been sitting here.
Look, I opened up to the perfect page. Lemonade.
My favorite.
You love lemonade.
I love a lemon.
The quote
Hey.
is by Dale Carnegie.
Oh God, who's that?
Is he not related to like
He must be related to
Lemonade?
Carnegie's?
I imagine, right?
When fate hands you a lemon, make lemonade.
Oh, is that where like the quote comes from?
Like, I don't know, maybe.
Like when life hands you
lemons.
lemonade, lemons make lemonade or whatever.
We're gonna need to look into this.
Not
Pilar's
sure.
like, I've never seen this book with my own eyes. I just bought it.
Yeah.
I remember you sent me the
wow.
2 because you were like, I didn't know if the first one was good, so I got another.
I really didn't. I mean, they were shipped from London, too, which was, like, so random. But they took, like, forever.
They did. When I got them, you were like, just now?
That was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, these sound lovely. I'm gonna need you to photograph every single page.
Well, after the pod, you can take a look, and we'll take some pictures.
Oh, yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
close this book. And we may continue.
Okay, so Pilar, you have previously messaged the pod, which we are eternally grateful for. We love when our friends do that.
We appreciate.
Friends, families, and foes, please send messages to the pod. But we haven't really gotten into how we know each other.
Oh, man.
We've known each other for a long time.
How many years has it been? I
You
look
look
at my
at a-
watch.
you look at a
Like,
watch.
as if I look at my watch as if that's going to tell me the years.
We met in 2018.
2018.
2018?
2018.
That
was
seems like it wasn't that long ago. It feels like it should be longer.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be longer.
Yeah.
Wow, is that really only 3 years?
It can't be 3 years.
I feel like
When
it
did you arrive
is.
back to Madrid?
2018.
In what month?
January.
And we became friends that fast in just 2018?
I think so, yeah.
Because in 2019 we were already taking trips.
We were.
Wow.
Wow,
It was meant to be.
That's how you know it's a good friendship.
This is true.
When it works out that
This
well,
is
that
true.
quickly.
That's very true.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize it was that. I really thought it was like 4 or 5 years.
I did too.
But I guess I've only been here for like 5 years, so.
Look at us making revelations on the pod, getting down.
Aw.
So many
Aw.
revelations.
So many more years to come.
We really only became friends, though, because of the proximity of how close we lived to each other.
Yeah.
Or rather, that was a big catalyst. It wasn't the reason.
I think it helped.
Yeah, it definitely helped.
Yeah. Walking 5 minutes to each other's houses.
5 was a stretch.
All right, fine. 7 to 10.
No, like, it was probably shorter.
Oh. I walk really slow.
You also, okay, to be fair, I don't know how it took you that long because you were walking downhill, okay, and I had to walk uphill. I always came to
Your
her
legs are
house.
also like
You
8
have
times
I
longer.
have really
Gazelle
long
legs.
legs, and I walk very fast, but I didn't have to go uphill, but I got very, very good at it.
You have gazelle legs and you have a very long stride.
True. And when I went in to go to that terrace, it was a priority.
It was
I had to get
priority.
there ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not all of your time was ASAP. Sometimes it was a slow crawl. Slow crawl. Slow crawl. Slow crawl to that terrace.
That was my crawl every time.
Yeah.
I always slow crawled downhill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just going to say we were supposed to talk about Airbnbs and review.
Oh, yeah. So we can transition into that.
Transition.
This is a really smooth transition on the pod
You
here.
said you guys took trips together. So, like...
Yeah, we took trips together. Where was
So-
our first trip together?
I wish I could tell you.
Can you tell we're really good friends?
I know you guys have gone to Paris together.
That was the last trip we
We've
took
done
together.
Paris.
Okay.
We've done
South
southern
of
France.
Yes, we did lots of France together.
We did Granada,
Granada
with Carol.
with our friend Carol. Jerez with Carol and her 2 friends.
Jerez with Carol.
And is that it?
I want to say yes.
Oh, we did Oviedo with your family
with my
for New Year's
family
Eve.
For New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fun story. When I left Edward to take a bus all by himself, and I flew back because I got food poisoning.
Oh, no.
And I was going to be unwell the entire ride back, so my dad said, plane.
And
I was
I
like-
continued on my journey on the Elsa
All
bus
by himself.
by myself. And I thought, oh, well, at least Pilar was supposed to sit next to me, and she's clearly not here anymore because she's flying to Madrid. And no, somehow someone did end up sitting next to me. And I was like, well, this is just like,
You should
also
be like,
it's
no,
so long.
that seat is
Yeah.
taken.
No, it was like the whole bus was filled. Like, I don't know how it happened. Did you like cancel your ticket maybe or something?
I don't think I didn't. I don't know how it happened.
I don't know. It was strange and it was bizarre and it was truly miserable.
Yeah, it's a long ride.
It is
Long
so long. It had to be at least like 8 or 9 hours,
Yeah,
if not 10.
it was. It's a long bus ride.
It's a long bus ride.
Mm.
But that's one thing we did do. So we've only been on a few trips, but it feels like there's been a lot more.
Just been a lot of experiences.
A lot of experiences that we are not lacking in this friendship.
Yes.
But our last one was to Paris right before the pandemic hit.
We did.
We were tempting fate, but not too close to
Not
March.
to your knowledge.
I mean, there were coronavirus cases in France when we went.
In February.
I think there was like 4.
I feel like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
starting to hit news a little bit faster
Yeah.
here.
It hadn't
was
like hit
slightly
Milan that
concerned,
hard
yeah.
yet. Yeah.
It was kind of like a
That's really
okay.
interesting. And we were just
Yeah.
like there having a good time, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks later it was like Milan was a mess.
Mayhem.
So there's a story that we had teased Alyson to you before.
Yes.
Because Pilar had said something in French when we were walking around earlier. You said like, I don't know or something.
Je ne sais
pas.
She said that, but without the correct grammar. and it made me think about the time that you spoke French in Paris.
Yes.
Would you like to regale us with this truly comedic tale.
Well, we were staying in this wonderful Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Natalie. She was the one who found it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great place. And we got back and we didn't know what anyone wanted for dinner, and we finally decided on pizza. So we ordered pizza, and what floor was this on? Like the 4th or the 5th? What, the Airbnb? Something, it was high up.
It was like 3rd or 4th for sure.
Yeah,
it was high
something
up.
like that. And the windows face the street. And so we ordered pizza, and the pizza guy came, and Edward and Natalie, who else went down? Yeah, and Natalie, the only 2 people that spoke French.
Natalie doesn't speak French.
Just kidding.
It's just me. I'm the only one who spoke French.
Edward was the only one who spoke French.
Well, Nancy spoke a little bit of French, but...
That's true.
Our
only French speaker decides to go downstairs to get the pizza, but the pizza guy is calling me because I'm the one who ordered the pizza, and I answer the phone, and I don't know how to speak French, so all I say is I just start shouting at him, and I say, 1 minute! 1 minute! No idea what else to tell him. He's saying stuff in French, and I'm just yelling at this man in French, saying, 1 minute!
Can't even say 1 minute.
And yeah, because I just didn't want him to drive away and think we weren't coming, and it was quite the trek to get out to the street to pick up the pizza.
Yeah, you know French buildings.
Yes. And you gotta press 10 buttons to get through 10 different doors.
Yeah. And so when we get down there, Natalie and I'm like, oh, bonsoir, whatever the fuck, give me the pizza. And he just gives me the weirdest look. And I'm just like, okay, bro, take the pizza and go upstairs. And all of them are dying laughing upstairs because they didn't know that I had taken the pizza, and they saw him drive away. And Pilar's out the window.
I'm out the window, 1 minute!
Don't take my pizza!
The pizza's it's in safe hands. We get up there.
It's ready to go.
And I'm like, the man was so weird with us. And then the story was told, and then we realized why, because he thinks we're insane.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good time.
I mean, whatever. It's not like you're ever going to see this pizza guy again.
No, I mean, I would love to really...
see him again.
Yeah, he probably doesn't remember, though. But all weekend, we just started screaming 1 minute at each other.
Yep, that was it.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yes. That was a great Airbnb, though. Because it was enough people to get, a nice, big, full apartment.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it was, a reasonable price.
Yeah.
And it was very
The only
cool.
thing was that bed that was in the corner of the apartment that was supposed to be another bed was rock hard. It
That's
literally
right.
was sleeping.
I slept on that one night.
It was sleeping on a ton of bricks.
Oh, wow.
I slept the night before the day you have left. I slept on that one.
Yeah,
I think by accident.
probably.
Yeah. Rough. That was a rough little situation there.
That was rough.
But we also just took a terrible. We also had a.
It was an interesting Airbnb experience. It's funny you mentioned the bed because there were some wonky things with the bed. The whole thing was just...
Well, the bed really just kept moving randomly.
It kept moving. My side of the bed, when I would... Okay, I admit, I kind of flopped on the bed every time I sat on it.
Every
but it would make
a crash landed that ass on that bed.
It made such a loud squeaking noise. But somehow the mattress would always inch over toward Edward's side of the bed, so his side of the mattress would be hanging off, and I would have all this extra but it wasn't even a box spring on the bottom. It was weird bed. The whole bottom was
it's those
a
the bottoms
bed?
where it's a platform. It's not a box spring, but it's just
a platform with
what it looks like. You've definitely been
Yeah.
on one in some shit Airbnb or hotel.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to say the place looked great location, great reviews.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of small things that made
that added
problem.
up to just the hilarious problems. The whole I mean, the number of times we have cursed Richard, the Airbnb host.
Well, let's take a
over
break.
The last week.
We'll get into some more terrible Airbnb experiences, and we're gonna rate the Airbnb live on the pod.
Live rating.
We'll be back. Hey everyone, this is Edward. Just wanted to say thanks so much for being a listener and tuning into the content that we provide here on A Message From. If you would be so kind to tell a friend or leave a review or subscribe, do all that stuff. That'd be great. And if you want, don't forget you can send messages to us at 202-630-4509 or a message from pod@gmail.com. And we have the Instagram, a message from, and the blog for extra content, amfpod.com. And we just wanted to say thanks. Now, back to the pod.
All right, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the break. We have three more interesting Airbnb disaster stories to share.
Yeah, Pete, go with yours first, because this one makes me LOL.
Yeah, so we went down to the Feria of Jerez.
Which you've been to like 6 times.
Yeah, I've been to a lot. And so, of course, we had to get an Airbnb. I was taking friends for the first time that hadn't been before. And this was like a new Airbnb. It was one of those that say like nuevo or whatever, like new host or whatever. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, it looks nice. Like we can walk still technically to the place and we'll just see how it goes. But everything was so booked because the fair you have to book like months and months and months in advance. And so we got this place and I was a little bit nervous because it was supposed to be for 2 people and we were 100% 4 people. And so
not even like a maybe, like a definitely 4 people.
No, definitely 4 people. So we actually got to the train station and the guy said he would pick us up and take us to the Airbnb, which was super nice of him.
How far was it from the train station?
I don't know. I would say like a 10-minute drive or a 5-minute drive or something. But he just like picked us up, which was super nice of him.
Very
but
nice.
We knew, that's great. But one group is going to have to take a taxi and come later because we're 2 people, air quotes.
Yeah.
And so 2 of us went. I went, of course, because I was the one who booked it. And get to the place. Our friends arrive. And a few of my other friends that were in this town came over as well, and they had like a nice outdoor patio. It was a nice place. And so we were all hanging out and partying there. Went to the fair. The fair is very dirty, by the way. Like, it's all dust, it's all dirt. So like when you come back, yeah, when you come back, it's just like everything is just really dusty and very brown and dirty.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So of course he had all white towels, and we were like, that was a mistake. White towels, fair, everything was kind of dirty.
When you live in a dust bowl, you get brown towels.
You get brown towels. So basically that night, the 4 of us slept there, and then of course someone else came that we were at the fair with and slept there as well, and we were literally sleeping on the table with the couch cushions because a friend of ours was in the other room with another person. And so my friend and I slept on the coffee table while the other guy, I was like, why am I not in a bed? I booked this place. Like,
also, why don't you sleep on the floor? How was the table any better?
Unclear.
Okay. All right.
But anyways, 2 of us were on a coffee table, half on the couch, half on the coffee table. I think 6 people slept in that Airbnb that night.
You really tripled the capacity.
We did clean it. We were very, very hungover, but we did clean it and we did leave. But we got a very bad review that said definitely more people stayed in this place. They left it horrible, which that was a lie. That's a lie. That's a straight up lie.
So we've got one truth, one lie. I
have a very bad Airbnb review on my Airbnb account, and I have not used it since.
Yeah.
Never again, and that was like 20... I want to say 14, 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every time we go somewhere, I'm the one who has to book because she'll get blacklisted.
I'm blacklisted on Airbnb for that experience.
That is rough.
Yeah. So that was my fault, but,
So that's like a bad Airbnb experience that has to deal with
my mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. It happens.
But he was mean in the review. But I guess it was our fault, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We did clean it, though.
If you cleaned, it should be fine.
If you cleaned, it should have been fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's funny that you slept on a coffee table because I almost slept on a coffee table in an Airbnb.
Oh, my God.
A few years ago. Alex, who's called into the pod, and then her friend Kathy and myself, we were in France, so we had gone to Italy, coming back to France.
This was the trip that you were supposed to see me, but I ran off to
But
Denmark.
You ran off to Denmark,
yes.
so...
A famous thing we love to bring up on the pod.
We do.
I mean, I can't let you live it down.
I'm the one, I lived it up.
I lived it up too. Just not in this Airbnb. Yeah. So we get there, and we're coming back from Italy, and it was in one of the neighborhoods near the train station, which normally I'm like, no, absolutely not, even though I lived in a neighborhood near the train station when I lived there. But, you know, there's certain parts where I'm like, no, I would never stay in an Airbnb there. We can't stay on this street. Disgusting. But this one, like, the pictures looked great. It was far enough. Like, it was, like, across the street from the train station. Like, far enough that I was like, should probably be okay. Good price, whatever. So we're there trying to check in.
This is in Turin?
No, this is back in Nice.
Oh, this is in Nice?
Yeah, this is in Nice.
Oh, sorry.
So we're there. It was when we were coming back from Turin. So we're trying to check in. Alex had booked it. She's like pressing the buttons on the intercom. No, it's not working. It's not working. She's on the phone with the lady. Lady's not answering. She's sending messages.
Yikes.
It took forever to get in. So finally we get in. The lady's not even there. She has like, you know, a friend who is in town who like works at the bar next door or whatever, who, you know, is there to help out if necessary. Which is normal for Airbnb, I feel.
Yeah,
like.
Sometimes it's like, oh, they're not here, but like so-and-so does look for them.
No big deal usually. So we get in, and I'm a freak. I'm like, we're checking for bed bugs. We're looking around this place. Is everything, like, copacetic? There was, like, mold.
Is everything what?
Copacetic.
What does copacetic mean? Do you know what copacetic means? Pilar's giving a no face.
Like, good to go. Like,
good.
Good. Like, we good.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Am I teaching you a new word, Mr. Teacher? Mr. English teacher?
Oh, let me tell you, I don't think any primary students know the word copacetic.
I think my definition was good.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's it.
Copacetic.
We'll look into copacetic later. Okay.
Copacetic. Okay, all right.
So we're like looking around. There was I mean it was a small place, but it was cute, whatever, like little kitchenette, pull-out couch, and then like a lofted bed, and then underneath that lofted bed was like the bathroom, closed-in, whatever. So I'm like looking around. I see like a weird patch of mold on the wall.
Oh, never
I'm like,
good.
okay, that's disgusting. I'm like, listen, you guys, I'm checking for bed bugs. I crawl up into the loft. I'm looking around. I see a suspicious little bug.
Is this because you've dealt with bed bugs in France before? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like...
I was like, you didn't do that at CJ's.
High alert. I'm on high alert, right? And I don't think it was a bed bug, but I'm like, I see a freaking bug here. Like, there's a bug up here. And they're all like, are you serious? Because they're not, like, checking for bed bugs and stuff, you know, because they're not scarred for life like I am. They haven't had a bad experience. So then we pull out the pull-out
She had bed
couch.
bugs at her first apartment in France.
Oof, yikes.
We can talk about
Story
that
for another time. Yeah.
So then we pull out the pull-out couch because I'm like, I can sleep on the pull-out couch, whatever, no big deal. You guys can share the real bed if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like looking around. I'm like lift up the blankets or whatever to like get the pull-out couch sorted. It's just, I'm like, this has never been cleaned. Underneath the mattress, there was, like, a toenail, like, some trash, some old food crumbs. I'm like, we're not staying here. We're all, at this point, we're all freaked out. We're all freaked out. None of us are sitting on the furniture. I'm, like, perched on the coffee table with my feet up off the floor. Alex is, like, on the dining table with her feet up off the floor. We're all, like... freaked out. We're like, we can't stay here. We get in contact with Airbnb. They get in contact with the host. The girl who is like working at the bar next door comes up and like tries to clean and like brings like sheets and stuff.
The bar next door?
Yeah.
Because she works the friend with the girl.
Yeah. And she does like clean the mold off the wall and like change the sheets or something. But I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I was like, I know this is not your... And, of course, like, I'm doing all the talking in French to this lady. And I'm like, I'm really... She was like, is that good? Like, is that good enough? Is it fine? And I'm like, I'm really sorry. I know this isn't your fault. I really appreciate you coming here and cleaning. But, like, we even said before on the phone, like, the sheets aren't the problem. The sheets aren't dirty. Like, it's the crap pile of, like, old food in the fingernail, like, under the sheets that's the problem. So all this is, like, she comes, she cleans, whatever, and then we have to get back on, she gets back on the phone with the host who's her friend, like, we're on the phone with Airbnb, and then all of a sudden it comes out, the host is like, yeah, it's fine, you can have your money back, but you have to get out now. So we're like, okay, peace, like, we gotta find a place to stay tonight. So we just checked into a hotel. I called, like, 3 hotels, no rooms available. Which is expected. We eventually find a place. We get their last room. It's literally one room with 3 twin beds in a row.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
And we check in and yeah.
So do you actually get to review a place if you don't stay in it? Or
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Oh, interesting. So you couldn't warn future goers
Yeah, I don't
of
think
the toenails.
so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about
Of
that.
the toenails and the mold.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I did have a moldy situation once in Krakow. We were staying in the Jewish Quarter. Beautiful place. Great time. Lots of cool stuff in the Jewish Quarter. But this is when Kitty and I went for Christmas. The room itself was like fine. Obviously, it was like an old building. The floors were creaky as sin. Bed was not ideal, but what Airbnb bed is ideal? Yeah. Yes, Kitty? Okay, goodbye. Anyway, she's okay. And bathroom. The 2 bathrooms were like very non-ideal. Very moist and very dirty. But we had to make deal and just get by. But honestly, I haven't really had a terrible Airbnb experience where it's like I gotta go. They've just been like unideal, like that bathroom situation.
Moist bathrooms, never good.
Yeah.
No. Well.
No, it was like very much like I was like, I will put my toe here, and then I'll put my other toe here, and then I will jump into my slippers and like run naked all the way back to the room. Like it was like in the shower, it was like I'll put my soap here, and we'll do a little bit of rinse here, a little bit of rinse there, and I'm gonna scurry the fuck out.
Sad, I can like perfectly imagine that too.
Oh yeah. There was because it also had like a toilet room, much like your apartment, and much like every place in France. And that one there was a massive picture of a lion on it. It was so random, very random. There's a picture of me like pretending to squat on it in like my full winter garb, with the lion, but Kitty has it. I don't have it. Let's review. We have to review the Airbnb we just stayed at.
We have to review Richard.
So why don't we give Pilar the phone so she can interview us and select the
Okay.
things.
Oh.
That way we...
Let's get started.
Reviewing the Bacardi M Studio.
Hell yeah.
Hosted by Richard.
Yes. Richard, our friend.
All right. How was your stay with Richard? 1 to 5 stars.
Oh.
I would give it no more than a 4, no less than a 3.
I was gonna say, if we're being nice, a 4, but I really want to give it a 3. But maybe we should go 4 because I want to protect my Airbnb rating.
I would give it a 4.
Let's give it a 4.
I would give it a 4.
Good, it says.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Next, rate the experience in these areas. Cleanliness.
Well, this is...
No more than a 4, no less than a 3 on my end.
This is difficult.
Never gonna get anywhere.
The bathroom, like, it wasn't dirty, but that old-ass shower.
But that's not...
Like
it was clean as clean can get for that. I'd give it a 4.
Give it a 4. The spaceship shower.
Spaceship?
It was like a shower directly transported from 2002. And it was like power jets, like gross seat, and it was like a
like
closing door.
Hydro.
You could turn on the AM/FM radio, like it's straight from 2002. So like it was probably pristine when it came in there.
Oh yeah.
But like wear and tear,
wow.
and water damage.
Yeah.
So anyway,
accuracy.
I would give it was pretty accurate.
It was pretty accurate.
5.
Okay, yeah, give it a 5.
Yeah.
Check-in.
Check-in, we get a 3.
Yeah, Richard was taking a siesta when we came.
Richard was taking a freaking nap. He is napping. He's napping. He's taking a nap. He's taking a nap.
So it's a 3.
It's a 3 for
It's
you.
a 3.
It's a 3 for Richard. Communication.
It was great up until the...
I give him a 4.
Yeah, give him a 4. It was good communication. He responded quickly when he wasn't sleeping.
True.
Location.
5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Easy.
It was great.
Great location.
Value.
Value? I don't even remember what we paid, but...
We didn't pay much, but I mean... 4?
Sure, yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, a 4.
All right, we're going to the next page.
Love.
Oh, you have to write a private note for Richard.
This is the part I've been worried about because I'm like, if I write a private note to Richard and say, you need to buy a cutting board and you need to fix the leaky ass shower, what? But they don't see the private note until after they review me,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah. Say thanks or offer a few suggestions. This is just for Richard. Other guests won't be able to read it.
I love the voice you're using.
It's a great voice.
Thank you.
Okay, say, thanks, Thanks for the suggestions, Richard. Very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Great communication. Should we tell him he needs to buy a cutting board?
Yeah, you could say that in a nice way. Be like, for future guests, it might be nice to have a cutting board, but the kitchen was well stocked in other senses.
I hit next.
Next.
Write a public review for Richard. Give other travelers a heads up about what they can expect. After the review period ends, we'll publish this on your host's listing.
Okay.
You sound like a futuristic robot voice.
I love it. Okay. What should we say?
Super location.
Yes.
Or like well located or whatever the fuck.
Very well located, near beach restaurant shops, everything you might need during your stay. Great communication with Richard. He's quick to respond.
Richard is quick to respond.
Except
when he checks in and he takes a nippy nap. And he's very accommodating. Oh, you could say there's beach supplies.
Oh yeah, say beach supplies available.
Yeah. And they worked well. I was like, oh, these umbrellas are going to be like half like broken. But no. The bitch never flew away.
She never flew away. She was great.
Yeah.
She treated us well.
Do you feel like the secretary?
Yes. Tell us a bit more about your stay.
Oh, I love this part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
We get to be truthful again.
Was the check-in process smooth?
No.
Extremely smooth, very moderately, somewhat, or not at all?
Somewhat.
Oh, you have to add more. Unresponsive host was late, trouble with lock, vague instructions.
Host was late, vague instructions.
Boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
Done. How do you feel about the neighborhood?
Oh my god, amazing.
Wonderful.
Whatever the best option is.
Extremely satisfied.
Oh my god, store satisfied.
We got a lot of options. Quiet nightlife, private, great restaurants, lots to do, beautiful surroundings.
Beautiful surroundings, lots to do.
Nightlife.
And the restaurants.
How well equipped was the space?
Pretty well equipped.
Yeah, to be honest.
Very, extremely, moderately.
Which one's the second highest?
Very.
Very.
Go with very.
Quality appliances?
Yeah. Well, the shower.
We
didn't use the microwave.
We didn't use the microwave.
The stovetop worked.
The stovetop worked.
The air conditioner worked when it wasn't
smelling terrible.
Do we want to not hit quality appliances then?
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds like a maybe.
Yeah, no, don't.
Sounds like a maybe.
Great TV.
Oh, great TV.
Yes,
it was a smart TV. We got to watch our 13 Reasons Why on the Netflix.
Yes.
And there was Netflix already on it.
Was the place clean?
Yeah.
Extremely, very...
extremely. It was like quite clean. I mean, besides
clean.
the shower being gross, but you know.
Yeah.
It was a spaceship.
How was your host? Extremely accommodating, very moderately.
Second highest option.
Yeah, he was very accommodating.
We did see his bare ass.
Man, they give you a lot of options on this. No, it's no wonder I don't know how to do this because I can't do it anymore. This is good practice.
Yeah.
Accommodating, useful manual, local recommendations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick to respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome gift.
No.
Personal touches in the space. Flexible checkout.
Checkout, yes.
Helpful.
Yes.
Did he help you store your bags?
He could have.
He offered.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
That's it.
Oh my god, we
made it
finished?
to the end.
Thanks for your review. Your review will help your host improve and let future guests know what to expect.
Your cadence is a little off, but you're doing very well with the reading.
The guests part.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Got you a little hard. Yeah.
Guests.
Yes.
All right, so we're finished with that.
We are finished.
Amazing.
Thank you, Pilar, so much for A, being on the podcast, B, telling stories about how you got blacklisted on Airbnb, and C, doing our Airbnb review. That's hard to say. Airbnb review for us.
You are very welcome.
We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on the pod.
Oh my god, anytime.
You're
Because
welcome
you live in the same city as me.
Yes. And we still live close. Not 5 minutes close.
No, now it's more of like a 10 to 15 minute walk on my end.
I'm going to go with 20.
Yeah. Par for the course. And if you would be so kind as to leave messages to us, dear listener, do that at 202-630-4509 if you live in the U.S. If not, or if you just want to write something, to a message from pod@gmail.com. Rate and review on Apple. Listen wherever you get your listening to. Tell someone about it. And the Instagram is a message from the blog, which we haven't done anything for in ages, is amfpod.com. And we will see you next Tuesday when Alyson is no longer on this continent. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Bye.